Hello balloonies. David and I are still on holiday here in the northeast in Northumberland. We're seeing all sorts of exciting things and it's been really inspiring for me, particularly with Halloween coming up, because we've seen lots of very spooky, scary places. So today I'm going to show you how to make a really quick and easy mouse that's perfect for Halloween. And you're just going to need 3 round balloons. I'm using spring lilac. I quite often make this design in grey, but as my shirt is grey, I thought I'd do it in a contrasting colour. So you can do it in whatever colour you want to do. It's very versatile. And then you're going to need one 160 twisting balloon or a 260 if you haven't got a 160. So don't worry too much if you haven't got a 160, just use whatever you've got. Okay, so to start off with, let's fold this balloon in half. As I've got hold of it, we'll just get this one ready. Fold it in half, okay, approximately. And then this is the tip end here, and I'm just going to snip off the tip, okay? So we've got 2 pieces like that, and we can set these aside for the moment. Take one of your 5-inch rounds and inflate all the way. So for me, that's 5 strokes of the Latex hand pump, and then I'm just going to let a little bit of air out just to soften this. Okay, so we've still got that kind of teardrop shape, and then tie. Okay. Take a Sharpie fine point to draw the face, and first of all I'm going to draw 2 circles for the eyes. I'll try and show you what I'm doing. Little worried eyebrows, and I just use the side of my Sharpie to do eyebrows like that, and then a nice big nose. A little mouth, and I just do a little circle and then a line down. And 3 whiskers on each side. Let the black ink dry. Then with an Edding 750 white paint pen, I'm going to put 2 little white dots in the eyes. Just little highlights. And I'm going to do a highlight on the nose. A sort of an oblong shape. Let that dry. Next, take your little piece of 160 and tie a knot at the end. Okay, and tie a second knot at the same point. Okie dokie. Trim off this end here. So that's what you've got. Take your 5-inch round. I've inflated with 4 strokes of the Latex hand pump, and I'm just going to let a little bit of air out now. So I've downsized to about 3.5 inches, so this fits quite comfortably in the palm of my hand. And I now want to tie this 160 into the knot that I tie in the neck of the balloon, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so first of all, hold the neck of your balloon in between your 2 fingers there. Okay, and this is how I'm holding my hand here, and I position the 160 there, so it's just underneath my thumb and above the balloon. Okay, and then I take the neck, I wrap it up around the back, underneath my thumb, underneath the 160, round over the top here, and then I grasp hold of it there with my thumb and forefinger, and then I just pull it through. Okay, and that's tied a knot, and it's trapped the 160 there in the knot. Okay, and I've tied a soft knot. Okay, so I've not pulled that knot tight. Okay, so what you can do, you can pull the 160 along through that knot, okay, until it stops, because we tied that knot there. So you've got all this stretchy bit here. And then what you can do with the purple knot is you can just roll that along the neck there, okay? That gives us a bit more room in the balloon. We can do things like that, okay, which can be very handy. Okay, so now take the nozzle and we want to push that into the balloon, not to the bottom here, which is what we often do, but just a little bit to the side, maybe 1.5 to 2 inches across. Okay, so you might want to squeeze the air a little bit into the balloon here. Take that nozzle, push your finger in and go across to here, okay, and then grasp hold of it. So you've got hold of that knotting nozzle, give it a twist, and then take hold of this 160 and wrap that around the knot, okay, and then tie a knot. So I do that by, I use these fingers to hold like that. I bring this round the back, okay, and then I push the tail through the loop there, and then I pull it tight, okay? So just give it a whittle and pull that tight, okay? And then you can tie a second knot the same way, okay? So hold on to with your fingers here, round the back and through here, okie dokie, and then give it a whittle and pull it tight, okay? So that's what you've got. And if you've got a bit of a tail here, a bit of excess, you can trim that off with the scissors, okie dokie. And you can make another one like this. Next, I'm using some U-glue dashes, or you can use a dab of glue or a glue dot, whatever you have to hand, and take one of the ears, and I'm going to put my glue dot just about here. Okay. Like that, and stick the other one on the other side. And don't worry if your ears aren't perfectly the same size, it all adds to the charm of this design. With your black Sharpie, just make some lines here on the ears, and then take a little bit of blusher, and I put some blusher in the ears here, just here where the lines are. Do the same thing on the other side, and we can add some blusher to the cheeks as well. And if you like this video, I think you'll like this one next.